Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today we're going to draw Iron Man from the Fortnite Marvel Day of Doom trailer. So let's get in there. We're going to draw Iron Man kind of here. His arm's going to come out, his hand's going to be around here. The lower, sort of further arm over here, and his legs sort of this way. So it's kind of like facing this way into the frame. So middle's about here. I'm going to come into about here and draw the head. So I'm gonna probably let's have a look. Let's pop a mark there, just a little top of the head point there. Okay. Now I'm going to just pop a curve around that, like this. Okay, that's the top of Iron Man's head. Then I'm just gonna come down a bit at the back there, and then same thing here. I'm gonna bring the pen down like that. Stuff like the forehead of Iron Man. Then kind of work out where the chin is. So I think chin's going to be about there. Let's put a little marker there. And then I'm just going to bring sort of the jawline round, nice and steady, and slowly bring that up there. This side a little bit more dynamic because it's sort of facing this way. But kind of like the head kind of comes around to a jaw area there, kind of joins up. There's kind of like little ears on this Iron Man, so I'm just going to bring the pen out a bit, so we'll bring it around ever so slightly there. Okay. What I'll do next is just work out where the shoulder areas are. So he's got his big old sort of shoulder pad armor here. So from this ear point there, I'm going to just bring it up diagonally here, okay? Then I'm going to kind of smooth it out and bring it around. Come down this way, nice line there, and then it kind of tapers in. So just bring a diagonal line here, little line, little diagonal there, and then just sort of round it around to that ear again. This part here is all quite dark, so kind of get away with a little bit. This side, let's put the armor in. So his arm is coming out this way, so the armor part kind of comes in like there. Just pop a little curve in there. Then I'm just going to do kind of little curve downwards this way, sort of maybe this far, yeah, a bit like that, okay. Cool, now I've got that in. We can kind of work out from the sort of the lower part of the jaw, it kind of comes down here. So the arm kind of sort of ends, say about here. And we can kind of just join that up actually like that. Bring a line up like a slight diagonal. And then bring it around like so, okay? And then down into here. Just join that up. And then we can work out his chest area. So quite dynamic again, like chest areas here and the rest of his torso sort of goes back, you know, like perspective kind of trick. So all that means is this curved little part here, we're just going to continue this curve down like this. Sort of that's the pec muscle. And the same thing here where it comes down this way, it kind of comes around like this. It kind of loops around actually, sort of underneath. Comes out a bit further than that peg. And it sort of just joins up like that. Okay, now I've got that bit in. Let's pop the main sort of top leg on the our left hand side here. Sort of comes down this way. So from this point here, just going to bring that out a bit. And then we're going to come down this way, yeah? So I'm going to just curve it down, sort of the leg area, top of the thigh, down like this. And then cap it off, it's got big sort of pretty crazy knee pads on. So I'm just going to just cap those off with a line there. And then I'm going to pop quite a dynamic sort of curved line, sort of inner leg that comes around, kind of joins in like that. Cool, now I've got that bit in. Let's just work out sort of like there's the underpants part of his armor, right? So it kind of comes in here. Just going to come up in a bit of a V, bring it round, and then just join it up. So just join it up like that, okay? Now we've got that in, I can just draw the inner part of the leg here. So I'm just going to curve my pen round and go to that point here. You can kind of see a bit of his foot here as well. So I'm just going to kind of give a hint of this. I'm going to come out here where the heel is. In and around, and then just a couple of little dots kind of show it's kind of like tapering off. Same thing here, I'm just going to kind of just draw a line, another little line there where it kind of disappears. Up to this point, the arm here, it sort of goes backwards. So what I'm going to do is sort of do the bicep and tricep part, and all we're going to do with that is we're just going to sort of taper in a couple of lines like this and just join that up. Then he has sort of like his a bit of a forearm and elbow part, and all that is, again, you kind of come in and up, sort of down. This part comes, just sort of tapers in, so it sort of goes further back. And we'll just join that up. And then finally, we've kind of got his forearm in his hand. So all that is we're going to come out, just curve it up a bit again for a forearm. It kind of just curves like that. Then it kind of almost goes like straight across. So I'm just going to draw almost like a straight line there. And then the hand is kind of clenched, but all that really needs to be is like almost like a little right angle there. And then here we just bring where his fingers would be around to that right angle, like that. Okay, that kind of works. Kind of gives that dynamic look. Right here, I'm going to draw his bicep in first. So we've got the shoulder pads, sort of the bicep areas here. That just kind of comes around, a nice little bicep curve there, and just sort of joins up into here. You kind of see his tricep area in this area, so just going to draw a line there. And then where we've got this sort of curve here, I'm going to come up from this tricep area to this bicep area, just like that. It's like the arm or at the forearm, bit in around like that. We'll just join around here with a nice curve. That's like the inner part of the forearm. And now I've got that bit in, I'm just going to pop in the hands. Just about to use this like little blasters. So first of all, we're going to just go around, sort of line this part off. So I'm just going to go sort of a bit further either side, just join up like that. Then his thumb kind of just comes out this way, so I'm just going to get my pen, draw out, this is the thumb area, so it really is quite large. Bring it around there, like that. Got the lower part of his hand, like the palm, so that again is quite large. Just going to do a nice curve. Then we're going to do the first finger here, so we've drawn up to there. Then all I need to do is just draw a nice oblong up like that. Slight little line, next finger, same thing, so we'll just bring it up a bit higher than the other one and down. And then two fingers here come out a bit further this way, so this one kind of comes out just as directly from there, just sort of curve out this far. Nice oblong out there. And then finally the little finger kind of just comes out to around there. Bring it in like that, and then just continue the curve around here. Just about there, there's his little blaster, or pulsar cannon is it? So that's just a circle. Just pop a circle in like that. Okay, now I've got those parts in. That's the main part of our Iron Man outline done. Let's get in there and do some detail. Okay, so all we've got to do is start at the top here, Iron Man's face. Just do a little curve here where the armor changes. Just a little curve there. Two little diagonal lines. Cap it off either side, just like that. Then it kind of comes down, so I'm just going to bring my pen down here. It's almost like the faceplate, isn't it? Curve it around there and then bring it in quite severely, like that. Same thing on the other side here, so bring it in quite severely. And that is his mouth point. So if you go a little bit higher here, draw a line like that, and then just join it up either side. And then underneath kind of has this chin area, so just little sort of curved little block area underneath shows chin. And that kind of, I think, just sort of goes into there. There's another little sort of cheek area here. So we're just going to do a little line again. Same on either side there. Now I've got those parts in, kind of go to the center point here where the eyes would be. What I'll do, just going to draw in the brows. So it was one brow at a diagonal here. So basically just a little diagonal line there, straight diagonal line sort of here, then bring it down a bit. And then we've got two more diagonal lines either side of those brows, so they just sort of come in a bit like that. And they kind of just sort of go up sort of fairly fine like this. There is like a little line here, so maybe we'll just pop in a little line like that, just down below the eye area like that. And then the eyes are sort of two sort of diagonals just under these brows. So 1, 2 diagonals like that. And then they sort of taper down like so. So sort of a skewed rectangle. Same here. Almost follow the convention of the brow. 1, 2, then just kind of join those up. There we go. Cool. Let's pop a circle in the middle of the chest here. So we've got this kind of like energy part there. Around that is a hexagon, so I'm going to pop 2 straight lines like that. Put 2 dots either side. Just join those up. And then around that I can work out, I think he's kind of got, it's almost like a little circular bit where his neck would be, and there's a few little kind of like bits of detail just here, kind of comes up here, and you can do as much detail or as less detail as you like. It really isn't too much of a problem at this point. It's quite nice to just put a few little lines in for him. Like here there's more like yellowy bits, so just going to follow the contour of his pec, bring a pen in, sort of just make it piped. It's very similar here, we're just going to come in kind of down like that, kind of pipe it. There we go. A few little lines in there where the sort of the pants are. In here, just going to put a curve there at the top. Then we're going to bring it out either side, so 1, 2. Continue just by the edge of the leg, bring it in a bit and down. This side sort of comes in, sort of taper that down and join it up. There's quite a sort of block in there of kind of black, so it's quite a loose drawing, so I'm just going to pop like a line in there that's black. Then that line kind of continues back there. It's kind of like a line, I think, that kind of goes around this sort of the armour, so I'm just going to do a curve there. A few little lines around where the shoe area would be. Maybe the kneecap, we can just sort of add a little line in. Same thing here, we can just add like a little curve along there, a little line like that. Nice, coming together. In here, this part here, I'm going to kind of just pop a little piece of like almost like a triangle in that's almost like going to be kind of like piped around it, like edge there. This it kind of all goes to a kind of black around here, so I'm just going to kind of signify that with that point, and we'll go back in and just put the black in a moment. Around here I put a line there because we're going to colour this black. There's also a little bit in there, and then we're just going to sort of define where the hands are. There's always a few like bits on Iron Man, so just a few little lines makes a lot of difference. Just kind of gonna pop a few little mechanical looking bits in there. I think that works quite well. Up here, let's just define these areas. I think we sort of like pipe around it. That's pretty cool. The muscle around here, kind of the bicep bit, kind of comes around there, kind of joins up there. And there's like a curve here which will colour in black in a moment. Same thing up here, kind of comes around here. We'll just fill that in a mo. Same thing down here, there's almost like a big chunk of black to colour in. That kind of is black there, here as well. Then this point we're just going to come around the fingers and we're going to just put little curves in for the armour, just in the middle of each one, the thumb there. Then come into the joint in the middle, same thing, we're just going to sort of curve in around those. Then the hand area, actually kind of each point almost, I don't think that finger does, almost shows the armour going into that bit. And maybe just around here we'll just sort of go into that circle, kind of just show that there's like a little bit of like machine piping around there. It's almost like the top of his fingers have got these bits as well, so I'm just going to go in, pop a little bit of detail in like that. Cool, actually let's go just get the black pen now and just like ink in a few of these bits. So like around the pen here we've got a little bit of hatching. Let's just sort of fill in some nice, keep it quite loose if you like. It's really nice now to sort of start inking it up. Nice little bit of sort of contrast in there. I think it gives our picture a little bit more energy when we've got these little bits in. Thumb area at the bottom there. And you can add more if you want to, or you don't even need to do it, but I think it's just quite nice to give it that kind of feel. There's a bit here, maybe actually there's 3 little bits going on there. This part here, I'm going to fill that in. Kind of like just pop some like little hatching around it. Fill in the lines a little bit so they're a bit thick around this point and this sort of piping area. This is quite dark around here. So go into these bits, let's just colour that area in. Right up to the face, I think. Nice sort of black colour. At the top here. Nice little bit at the top there. Quite a bit sort of down by sort of the chin area, sort of down to here. And big sort of chunk going on down there. Again, we can just add a few little lines if you like. Just adds a little bit to our pick, I think. Makes it look kind of comic book style as well. Real big bit in there. Just sort of put that in there. And this whole bit here, let's get the chisel tip out because this whole bit here is pretty much edge there. That's pretty chunky colour. Going into that point there, that's pretty good. And then right down here, it's kind of quite a lot of that sort of black we can fill in there. I said like this bit area, let's just fill that in a bit more. Sort of down by the feet as well. Nice bit of kind of inking up by here. It's quite fun to do. And what I will do, these bits is kind of a bit of hatching to come out, so just sort of nice bold lines around here. And it's sort of almost like a little bit sketchy, I suppose. I can pop a few little lines around here and just maybe just signify this as a bit more of a fist around there. And what I might do is just go and grab a Sharpie again and just go around my picture just a little bit more, just kind of just bump it out, make it look really sort of chunky and mechanical, which is what Iron Man is. I think that's looking pretty cool now. It's just a hint, like this arm around here doesn't look quite like a hand, but actually you know it's a hand because you've done the rest of the picture. And it makes a lot of sense, and it's just this form. It gives you the hint that he's robotic and he's got bits going on, and I think sometimes that's like all you need. And it's quite nice now and again just to do a picture that's a little bit loose. It's a really dynamic pose, real sort of comic booky. I quite like that idea here. There we go, so go around that circle as well because that's like a major point I'm going to work to. Maybe just around here as well. Maybe there is just a little bit, so just a little bit on the chest area that kind of just signifies the, yeah, that's quite nice. Just a bit around here, a few little lines. Maybe in here as well, it gets quite dark, so let's pop a few little lines in here. A couple in there, maybe down here as well. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, be bold. Do some quite exciting stuff with it. Now it's looking good. Now it's looking good. a few little sort of bits. Almost looks like the power and the energy coming off here. Maybe I'll just bump up around here as well. Nice. Okay, right, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's get in there. Let's do the nice sort of yellowy bits of Iron Man. I'm not going to use too many colours with this one. There's a little bit of white sort of bouncing off the edge of him, the corners. So I'm just going to use like a nice sort of orangey yellow. Let's go under there. Just not going to do too much. I'm going to let the sort of like the contrast and the inking work for me quite hard. So I'm just going to give a hint of that. There's maybe a little bit of yellows, like a bit of an accent colour in here. There. This comes down this way. There's a nice sort of chunk of this yellow here because it comes down there. It comes around this point. It's quite yellow leg actually. Maybe there's a bit going on here. I'm going to leave that side there. Underneath here, I think we just see there's just a little hint of it there, and then just under it there is all we need. Let's just get the finer tip and I'm just going to go around the eye section just a bit to help make those eyes pop a little bit. Cool. And then what I'm going to do is grab myself a real nice red colour, and what I'm going to do is just fill that in. There's a little bit of white going on around certain areas like this. The inside of here is white. Let's see if I can just sort of leave a little bit of white around there. Maybe there's a little bit of white around there. And I'm just going to really basically just sweep through and just fill the rest of it with this nice colour. It's a really cool Day of Doom trailer sequence, really nice animation, and cool, really helps sell that comic book kind of effect. So I'm just taking a couple of grabs from that, and I just sort of think it works really well with the Marvel characters. So I thought I'd draw a few of those up. Let me know what you think in the comments if you're enjoying it. I think it's quite nice to have a few little like dynamic poses. It's quite enjoyable to draw as well. They're a bit looser than some of the other sort of bits of work that I do, but I think they're still pretty cool. So it's pretty good fun to work on, really. Okay, that's filled in there. Let's do the his head. Come down there. That chin area. And around here is a little bit left, but I think really we can just fill it all in, to be honest. This area in here, I'm going to use a red. I think I've got a red in there. I've got a grey that I'm going to use. And then I'll probably just on the actual picture itself, on the animation, there's kind of like a cool purple going right around it. So what I think I'll do is I'll just gonna kind of draw those bits in. Let's pop this in here. This kind of comes out here. It's red on his knee. Let's see how we get on with this. There's also a little bit of, just a little pop of blue. This is all red. This is all nice and red colour. I'm going to grab a blue in a minute as well. A grey and a blue. And then purple around. Filled him in there. Right, let's have a look. Let's grab ourselves a little blue. Quite a nice sort of powerful zingy blue, and I'm just going to just pop a little bit in there. Just a little bit sort of there. That's all it is, I think. And then what I'll do is just grab that little bit of a grey. There's grey in here, and it really helps the grey sort of these bits. And this tiny, I'm not going to say too much, but I think it might help just a bit around there. Just grab grab the black again. Fill those in either side there, that's cool. And then what we'll do, I'm just going to sweep in some cool purple colour. Just going to work out sort of from the edge of him, just sort of bring it around, just zing it out from him, make it look quite dynamic, powerful coming from him. So just go around that edge and just kind of work out this is coming from here, sort of from this area here. Purple coming around this edge. Just going to go around him, just get the pen to kind of just hit out, kind of like almost like a backgroundy kind of wash. Just kind of hits out from the fingers here. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Just fill it in a bit better here and here, just around his sort of body area, just so it really makes a contrasty difference. Then let's just grab that black again, and there's a few like dynamic lines coming from this. So I want to make sure like we kind of got a line coming out, work quite hard from it, kind of come out like this, kind of zing out sort of from the back here and out, that kind of looks out a bit. There's one that comes sort of this way, it gets wider as it goes past the fingers. All these little bits like pinging out from there, like little bits of energy and things. I'm just going to pop. Okay, I'm just going to add a few little flourishes, a few little sort of energy dots, just sort of make sure I'm happy with him. Don't want to do sort of too much fiddling with him, but just make sure that black really pops in the middle there. And I think I'm pretty happy with where I am then. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed watching this today. It's quite a nice one to do from Day of Doom. I've really enjoyed sort of just having a go, and I encourage you all to just have a go, have some fun, see how you get on. Let me know, and let me know in the comments who you'd like me to keep drawing, who you like to do. Any sort of suggestions always help. And I think that's pretty much it. There we go. That is Iron Man Mark 45 from Marvel, and featuring at the moment in Fortnite's Day of Doom. Hope you've enjoyed the video today, and we'll see you again very soon. All right, cool. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody.